When you look back, you realize that the seeds for your quarter life crisis were probably sowed a long time ago. There are two seeds that end up germinating into really bad quarter life crisis. The first seed is that of perfection. You and I crave perfection, especially in today's social media world. Our quest for perfection has been made complete. Today, you and I can curate the best lives that we have on social media. So show people every single aspect of our life that is going well, every single success, accomplishment, achievement is for the world to see. But this also comes with a flip side. Slowly, you find yourself comparing to other people who seem to be also leading these equally great lives. And when you wake up in the morning, you start checking your phone and you feel a little bad. Those bad emotions you have are exacerbated by the seemingly great lives that your friends are leading. When you start comparing yourself, you end up as the only loser. And this makes things difficult. You know, I stopped using social media in 2015 after one night of aimlessly scrolling through social media. I was sitting down, scrolling through Instagram, seeing all the great pictures and lives that people were leading. And I was looking at myself in the army and I started asking myself, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I doing this to myself? Why am I comparing myself to make myself feel even more miserable? Like it doesn't make sense, right? Today, I want you to ask yourself, as you do this social media thing, getting likes for your next picture, thinking of that creative caption for Instagram, or even thinking of the latest post you need to have, I just want you to ask, are you tired? Are you tired of life becoming a whole big performance where you never get any peace? Where life becomes a big theater whereby your whole life is broadcast to the whole world? Do you feel better when you get more likes? Do you really feel better from seeing the great lives people lead? Do you really feel great about yourself? That's a question you might want to think about. This quest for perfection, exacerbated by social media, makes a quarter life crisis rear its head in an even more ugly way. The second part is passion. Passion is a myth. Today, people tell us that if you follow your bliss, you will find joy, happiness, and fulfillment for the rest of your life. If you follow your heart, you will find your bliss. If you follow your passion, everything will fall into place. This is a myth. Because passion can often be like a bee flitting from flower to flower. Over the course of your life, your passion is going to change. Depending on the circumstances in life, what you're interested in is going to change. When that happens, what are you going to do? Are you going to change your job to fit every single interest that you have? Of course, passion is important. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that passion is not important. But a better anchor is your skills. As you see, today we chase it, that feeling of nirvana when everything comes into place, right? And it feels like, oh, wow, this is my passion. I wake up excited every day, excited to do my job. But even when you chase your passion, like, that might not always happen. There are always going to be off days, days where you don't like what you're doing. And what happens? Would you just quit? The myth of passion is that you can live a life that's always fulfilling, always enlightening, always interesting. But that always isn't true. You will not always find joy in your life. It is a reality of work. As harsh as that might sound, work is not always fun. A better option would be chasing skill. As you see from this quote from Cal Newport in his book, So Good They Can't Ignore You, you need to get good before you get good work. As you anchor yourself on your skills, and as you anchor your job on your skills, as you grow those skills, you feel that progress within you. You feel that feeling of satisfaction as you grow in your skills. You feel like you are competent. And that is much more important than chasing that elusive it, that elusive passion, that elusive excitement. Because your skills can be developed. Your passion can also be developed. But over the course of your life, it will change. And if you flip from passion to passion, you will find yourself even more dissatisfied, feeling like you are never really progressing. Because if you want to get good work, you need to first get good. You need to first develop your skills. And as you see from this quote from the Navy SEALs, you don't rise to the occasion, you sink to the level of your training. You don't rise to the occasion, you sink to the level of your training. You sink to your skills. You are going to have off days at work. And on those off days, if you sink to your interests, to your passion, that's not going to get you through your day. You sink to your level of skills, whatever skill that might be. So for example, as a writer, there are days when I hate writing. And maybe that's you today. Maybe today you are a journalist and there are days that you hate writing. But what happens? You still have that deadline to meet, right? Even though something bad has happened in your family, or you might have a personal crisis, or something that's going on in your life, your skills will get you through that time. You might not be interested in writing on that day, but your skills will still help you to get through. It is your level of skills training that will get you through the hardest days of your work. And so chasing after passion might not always be the wisest thing. Now, In the next section, we will look at how you can overcome this.